How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. If you are a business owner, CFO, executive, or somebody within a business that handles the commercial insurance, or maybe you are somebody that is looking to start a business and looking into your commercial insurance options, then this video is for you. A lot of businesses think that they just need quote unquote business insurance, but in reality, most times you will be needing multiple policies to cover all your exposure and risk. So today I want to go over 3 of the most common coverages that many businesses will be looking into: general liability insurance, workers' compensation insurance, and commercial auto insurance. I'll go over the basics around these coverages and then the differences between them, because again, you will probably need a mix of these to make sure that your business is properly protected. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance program, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall, help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. And before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like, share, pass along with anyone else as well. So first, let's start with general liability insurance. No matter what type of business you have, this is almost always going to serve as your base foundation policy. And general liability insurance really focuses on third-party claims. So this essentially means injuries or property damage that happens to somebody else or another business. Think things like slip and fall incidents, damage to a customer's property, or certain lawsuits tied to your business and operations. Again, this is the base policy that most businesses will carry and oftentimes is going to be required by maybe your customers, your landlord, in certain types of business contracts. And now here's the key thing to understand with general liability. It is not a catch-all policy. So there are exclusions. It doesn't cover your employees, and it also doesn't cover any liability related to auto accidents or damage to your own property. So this is why you would need other coverages as well. For your employees, this is where workers' compensation would come in. And here in the state of Michigan, if you do have employees, this coverage is almost always going to be required. And workers' comp helps protect your employees and your business in case any employees ever get injured on the job. It covers medical expenses, lost wages, and rehab services. And again, general liability insurance does not cover employee injuries, so this is why you'll need to have workers' comp in place. Now let's talk about commercial auto insurance. This is going to operate very similar to how a standard personal auto insurance policy might operate. It should cover any vehicles that are being regularly used by your business. It's very important to make sure that you do have a commercial auto policy in place and not a personal one. Personal auto policies will exclude business use. So if you are regularly using vehicles for work, you want to make sure you have a commercial policy. Some clear signs that your business should have a commercial policy are things like if your employees are regularly driving your vehicles, if you're hauling trailers, equipment, if you have your business logo on your vehicles. These are all cases where the insurance companies will look at these as commercial vehicles. And commercial auto policies will cover things like liability coverage and then the physical damage coverage for these vehicles with comprehensive and collision. And then an endorsement that just about every business should be looking into is what's called hired and non-owned auto insurance. This can typically be added on to either your commercial auto policy if your business does regularly use vehicles for work, or your general liability insurance. And this provides liability coverage to your business for any personally owned vehicles that maybe are used for a work errand here or there, or rented vehicles. And depending on your type of business, this can be pretty affordable to add on. So overall, with these 3 policies, the easiest way to think about it is general liability insurance deals with claims related to other people and other businesses. Workers' comp protects your employees, and then commercial auto insurance obviously protects your company vehicles. Most businesses most likely will need more than just one of these policies. And then depending on how your business operates, there might be other coverages you need as well, such as if you own your property or have a lease. Commercial property insurance will most likely be needed. And then also potentially business income coverage to protect against any lost revenue if you do ever have to shut down due to a claim. And other potential liability coverages as well, such as with employment practices liability insurance, cyber insurance, or maybe potentially a commercial umbrella policy if you do need higher coverage limits for a certain reason. Every business is going to be different. So you do want to make sure that the business insurance you have in place accurately reflects what you actually need. So thank you for watching. And if you are looking for help with your commercial insurance, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever's easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to reach out directly or leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.